Alright, what's good? It's your boy Mr. Wonka7. I could have waited a day and started this when I was like in Friday. Just like I started this one in Friday. Let me look at the bestiary. Okay, so that's how that works. Interesting. Only one option now. Again, I chose the name Furion for my thief. Of course, I don't want things to be repetitive now, so I'm gonna name him. Well, he's ugly in the face, I've noticed. But still, I'm gonna chance it. What's the star key? Leon. Well, if I can call him Leon, I'm a pro wrestling fan. I'm gonna call him something else. Um, should I? Nah, Leon's too cool a name. And again, there's this bitch ass Roxas kid. So, by the way, that is the most flamboyant way of throwing in like fire, setting fire to the world or a town. It's like they got Prince to cast a fire spell. Or Rick James. Nah, it's more like Prince. Why are they trying to do Vagrant story with this like dramatic ass narrative? So they went from Finn to Altair. Youths! This game has the one of the most interesting intros to any Final Fantasy. It also has my second favorite battle theme. It's actually my number one, now that I think about it. It's tied with Final Fantasy VII's battle theme. Okay, let me switch to my Final Fantasy walkthrough. This battle is actually pretty easy. You know how you fight it? You die. That's it. Winning this battle actually glitches the game. If you manage to hack it, that is. Literally, I mean. Clear, motherfucker! So now they're resuscitating this idiot. I mean, really, they're resurrecting him, but it's like they're resuscitating him. Damn, Hilda is cute. I just noticed that. I pressed A too much. So shortly after Locke gets up, again he's Furion, but I called him Locke. I also like the main theme of this game. This guy speaks Frankenstein style. I don't know why. I guess he's like the special ed dude from Altair. He's the resident cripple, not able-minded or whatever. Actually, let me not be too ignorant this time, because here's probably what happened. What probably happened is that guy speaks a foreign language, and he has a very difficult time speaking this new language. Probably because it's so different from his current one. That's what I'm assuming. It can't be that he's this big, strong guy, so they made him into a dumbass. That's a really nasty trope. I mean, this actually does make sense. I mean, she has like a team of soldiers and they were getting whacked, so what could these teenagers do? Well, it's a JRPG, so they can wreck shop. Okay. This is an interesting mechanic that only exists in Final Fantasy II. In spite of the fact that it's the most interesting thing about Final Fantasy II, and it could be so useful in many of the other Final Fantasies, including 7, 10, and 13, where exposition is really needed. And plus, it gets you engaged into like the storyline, terminology, lore, the setting. All right, I'm done talking to you. Okay, ask him about the wild rose. He looks like that foreign dude from Johnny Quest. Not Johnny Test, Johnny Quest. Yep, we need a canoe for this game too. Something you should know about this game is that the design is of a different philosophy from Final Fantasy 1. You're not as restricted as you were in that game from going to certain places, but in doing so, you're actually very prone to getting clapped prematurely by enemies you're not supposed to fight yet. Another thing, in this remake, you don't lose stats. So all the stats you build up, they stay with you, so that's cool. You don't have to force your characters into specific roles here, which really makes the mechanic a lot more likable. A lot more enjoyable. But it also leads to the opportunity for you to make all your characters exactly the same and not suffer the consequences of doing such a cheap thing. You can turn them all into beasts, potentially speaking. So this is where we got resurrected. And these guys will give you some info on the game mechanics. Nope. One more thing I want to know. Yes. By the way, the bass sounds really nice in this track. Kind of gives me a Chrono Trigger vibe. But you see that? This game doesn't have a menu theme. It plays the same theme as the room you're in now. It doesn't loop, it just plays all that cohesively. And I like the sound effects they use here when you get treasure. It's so badass. You see, already I like this game more than one. Watch how quickly that may change. Watch how quickly that will change and shit. Really, this is where I'm assuming it has to be in a very inconspicuous place since you're not running a kingdom, you're running a rebel headquarters. And by you're, I mean Hilda. So you see, no one is like leading this church or this shrine. It's just like a statue that you pray to, like some idol, and then that's it. So these are tomes, you buy them, and they dish out some decent damage. What I really need are some weapons. That's gonna be a disservice to everyone. Should I cop the sword for... Wait, hold on. What does everyone have? He has a broadsword, she has a bow. He has an axe. I think that's good enough. Okay, let's see. So... Alright. Hey, look at everyone's status for the moment. Defense. Attack accuracy, defense, evasion, magic defense. Yeah, this game is a lot like Romancing Saga, or just Saga in general. There is no level up system. Alright, let's actually buy some tomes. The only tome you will really need for this game is Cure and Fire. The guide recommends copying 2 Cures and 1 Fire. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Who do I want to learn Fire from? Take this. Guy, take that. Now I am curious about something. I forgot, even the save file, the ways they're organized is different here. Everything is a little different. Shit, even like the world map, the trees look different. The way the towns are blockaded with a fort, that looks different. The barter pack of enemies, that's different. One more thing, I forgot to mention this. I like watching the characters suffer for some reason. Make yourself useful this way. I don't know, this game just has like a more like serious vibe for action. World map theme is really good, by the way. I'm also curious about another thing. So you can't use the map normally. That's interesting, actually. What about the bestiary? How many enemies do we gotta worry about? Not as many. Not nearly as many. That's pretty good, actually. Should I cop the letter cap? Now let's go to an item shop and stock up on a couple of things. And I assume there's an item shop here. Damn. Gear Stone, Amnesia, removes curse. Oh yeah, I forgot. There aren't a lot of items that have things that you want. Hopefully poison doesn't last after battle. I'm not getting like a sound effect like guy's still poisoned. Nope, poison is temporary in this game. One more thing, if you want to have her use her bow and arrow, put everyone in the back, like that. Also, don't go into the wrong direction. You will die from the enemies. It goes up when taking damage. Oh, that's something I forgot. Yeah, if you remain idly, you will see airships moving around, which I wish more Final Fantasies did. Old school ones, I mean. Oh, well, that explains a lot. Never mind what I said about Maria. Keep her there. If you want to give her something besides a bow, then yeah, you'll have to move her to the front row. But I always had trouble like missing with Maria when I've used her. So I wonder how that works. Why is her accuracy so shitty? Oh yeah, you can just hold the button down. Just like in the original Final Fantasy Dawn of Souls game. Okay, good. Her bow level increased. Hmm. Should I keep her on the bows? I wonder. Okay. Let me actually proceed with caution. Okay, she's more accurate with that. That's cool. It's no wonder hornets are so weak. You know, I don't really know why you would want to use a bow. These weapons are really crappy. We have one potion to spare. Should we use it on Guy, who seems to be the meat shield at the moment? Fine then. Oh, that is an ugly design for a town. Dead. Dead. Alright. It might be worth it to have Maria use bows, since that means she'll be in the background. That should be more like a black mage, who can attack from a safe distance. And plus, it just looks more generic RPG style like that. Like a generic RPG. Good thing this game didn't do away with a currency system. I can say that a lot about RPGs from Final Fantasy. At least they don't try to do everything all over again, like the currency system. They might fuck up the equipment system, leveling system, all of that. But currency, You gotta keep the money where it belongs. Okay. See, as a kid, I never noticed this. If you talk to a different shopkeeper, you get these items. I thought they just didn't sell this kind of shit. I mean, I was stupid as a kid, but yeah. It actually scares me how stupid I was. I thought they just had 3 shopkeepers because I didn't even think about it, actually. Hmm. Should I move her on to X's? I'll sell a potion, why not? Move to the front. So she's right-handed, alright. Hopefully her HP will go up over time, otherwise this will be a very stupid decision. Oh great. So I cross that bridge from the east? Okay, so I gotta circle around this lake clockwise. Oh, I like Maria like this. I'm gonna have to work out all the kinks later. Good, I'm not fighting anyone I shouldn't be fighting at this point and getting killed. Alright, now she has the appropriate spear level. Let me squeeze out one more battle just to make sure. Don't you all go escaping on me now. Alright, Maria. Alright, guys, show your stuff. It'd be nice if their hit points started going up. If you talk to those guys, you will get clapped. Just like with the captains. I mean, just like with the Dark Knights. These are captains. They're not as powerful, and I was able to hold my own against them after a lot of grinding when I was a kid. I still got killed, but I was able to hold my own for a while. Yeah, don't bother talking to him. You're not ready to fight guys like that just yet. And if you die here, it will be game over. See, no one is in this town. You gotta get through a specific spot. This battle system is really interesting. I know this is not the most efficient way of playing a game. Especially Let's Playing. I've been stalling and doing too many stupid things, but to be perfectly honest, I just find this style really fascinating. Okay, help your buddy out. No, when you make the spells more powerful, they go up a level and it expends more energy to use, I think. So don't go healing up too much. Good thing she dodged that, or he just plain missed. HP increase, stamina increase. Alright, you're gonna have to take the hit. Oh, it's good that she has more hit points in general. I agree with that much. Okay, so I gotta find the pub. Hmm. But it's weird that there's monsters crawling around. Like, you would think they would just need the captains. They wouldn't have to, like, infest us with low-level, entry-level monsters and shit. Alright. My best friend actually talked about how, like, the random battle effect surprised the living hell out of him. It was so overly dramatic. I'm inclined to agree just a little bit, but still. Man, I think my spatial reasoning has gotten worse over time. Oh, I get it now. Leg eater. So if I get out from there, that'll take me out of the town. But if I go out from here, hmm. So at least I can see the pub. Accuracy needs to go up for Maria. It's embarrassing that it's this low. Well, her spear level is up, so in case I felt she didn't have enough attack power, well, my prayers have been answered, I guess. Alright, that's the way. Andale, andale. Don't talk to any of the guards. You will still get into a fight, and you will still get clapped up. Okay. Ask about Wild Rose. You shouldn't be speaking this loudly, dude. I'm sure if they found out that dude, like, 2 pixels away from us, or 2 blocks away from us, found out what we're talking about, we would all be dead. And you'll be double dead because you're weak as shit, probably. Okay. Let me jack this dude's shit before I talk to him so I don't get guilt tripped. Okay. Ask. So he would have married Hilda. I feel bad for this dude. Hilda's sexy. I would have loved to clap them cheeks. And I know Furion wants to clap them cheeks too. An eternity is a little wild, speaking arbitrarily. Nah. But in this version of the game, that won't be the last of him we'll be seeing. Provided I want to do bonus episodes. Oh shit, if I talked to him, it would have been over for this motherfucker's shit right then. Preemptive strike, I love this shit. That's okay, baby. This still has the potential of being egregiously grindy as a game. By the way, it was a really bad idea to take a bunch of teens to Fynn. If you don't think they were suited for combat, I don't think they're suited to pretty much get skewered and cleaved by a bunch of motherfucking soldiers just for approaching them. That was definitely not a smart idea. Oh shit, if I crossed that bridge I would have been dead as a doornail. At least we're getting hit points. And you already know Maria needs a whole lot of them just to catch up with us. I'm not cutting these battles out, not just because I can't, but even if I could, I wouldn't. You guys need to know what you're getting into if you're going to get into this game. Although the original NES version had a nastier encounter rate. This is like nasty by today's standards. Or 2004 standards. But even then, I think Final Fantasy X-2 had a worse encounter rate. And was a worse game in general. Although I did love it. I gave it a good review for a reason. It's a good game, but yeah. Depending on how I like this game, I might like it more. Alright, let's talk to Hilda. Man, you need to repaint this freaking area. There's way too much red going on. Hold up. Don't tell me that I... Oh... There's also another mechanic. He said he loved you, man. Why did you lie about that? Oh, men of courage. You might have a chance, Furion. And just for the record, I'm only being a pig for Hilda. And of course, I was pretty much a pig for Chrono Trigger with the side home main hoe connection. Okay, learn Mithril. Well, I'm sure a lot of people died to Garland in Final Fantasy 1 because they had that crappy ass like Cornelian equipment where you might as well be using your hands and feet to fight. I like the sound effect when someone joins your party. A funny thing about canoes, my younger brother and I last year were just leaving from a restaurant when actually we left a convenience store. Now I'm bullshitting the story already. And it was like practically flooded in the city because of a rain ass day. There was just non-stop puddles everywhere. And a neighbor upstairs and his friend were just saying, yo, we gotta get a canoe to get around these parts. I gotta get a canoe. And it was like really funny. But let's actually look at Minwoo's stats. So right now, Minwoo has made a complete joke out of all of us. Just look at Minwoo's stats. Badass hit points, badass magic points. You already know if it became a battle between the three of us and Minwoo, Minwoo would make us look bitch. But I ain't worried about that. Anyway, this has been your boy, Mr. Wonka7, back with another episode of, actually, first episode of Final Fantasy II, Dawn of Souls version. Thank you guys for watching, and Uksei